Hello, this is MrChabry. We are back, and Lyra's calling us. Listen, Lyra, I'm kind of busy trying to save the world. All right, let's see what Lyra wants to say. I caught a whiff of marrow scent, smelled like a dust mop. I was so surprised. That's why I give it baths more often. I feel like she told me this already. She has already told me this. Yeah, let's go ahead and battle this person who has a team of Magnemites. I think I want to have Onfly up front because we haven't used it in such a long time, and it would be a pretty good Pokemon here. Anyway, let's go ahead and do such things. So yeah, that's pretty funny that Lyra's calling us as we're trying to save the world. I guess that could be a segue into the question of the day. What's your favorite trainer device? That being like the Pokegear of Gen 2, the Pokenav of Gen 3, the Pokewatch, what was it, how you pronounce that? Poketch, maybe? Of Gen 4. I feel like, what was Gen 5's? I think that was the Seagear for Gen 5. Yeah, the X Transceiver, maybe. Oh, they had multiple things in Gen 5 that could fill this role. But I guess the ones I'm going to focus on are going to be, like, you know, the Pokegear Gen 2, Pokenav, and Poketch. So what's your favorite trainer device? I do like how people can call you on the Pokegear. I think it's pretty cool, and, you know, you can get rematches that way. The Pokenav, they kind of did that for Emerald. It wasn't really that way for Ruby and Sapphire, but yeah, you could do it like, you could sometimes get calls in Emerald. In Ruby and Sapphire, though, if you wanted to see if someone rematched you, you know, they didn't call you, but their little icon would pop up in the Pokenav, letting you know that they wanted a rematch. I thought that was pretty cool. The Poketch, I think, was really cool. It had a lot of different functions. It had like a calculator function, which I thought was that's kind of interesting. It also had like a step counter, just in case you're hatching eggs. You can use that to your advantage. It also had like a like a daycare function where you can see the Pokemon at the daycare and see what they're up to. Had a lot of cool stuff in that one. I feel like that one might be the one that I'm leaning towards just because of how many functions it had. The Seagear of Gen 5, it only had like one thing that it actually really did, I think. That was connect to the internet. You could use it to connect to other people too, which was pretty cool. But I think the main thing for it was to connect on to the Dreamscape type thing. So yeah, I think, you know, laying them all out like that, I feel like the Poketch, just because it has so many different things, I feel like that one's kind of edging out. Anyway, we took care of that person. I think Seeker wants some experience, so we'll go up here. Try to battle this person right here. Hey, you. You plan to rescue the director? That's not possible. I won't let you. It don't matter if you will let me or not, because I will. I will, and you can't stop me. Alright, Seeker, come out here and save the day. I still want Thunderbolt so bad on you, because Spark's not the best. I mean, it's doing its job here, but it still isn't the best. A Grimer. We could use Surf on Grimer. I think that would be fine. Let's go ahead and do such things. Take care of this Grimer. It's a 2-hit KO. Mud Slap's not a problem. It's only a problem if it makes us, you know, miss. Mud Slap's one of those moves that it's not really that bad if you get hit with it. I mean, right there, we're weak to it and only did like 4 HP. So it's one of those moves like that. We still got that Shell Bell, which is nice. Alright, Golbat, and this is the reason why I wanted to stay in, so we can spark the Golbat. Our accuracy did drop, but I still think we're safe going with a Spark. There's not much this thing can really do to us. Yeah, wing attack's doing nothing. So Spark should do quite a bit. I don't think it'll knock it out. Yeah, because of the... Ooh, get a paralysis, which is actually really nice. But that's the unfortunate thing about Seeker, because its attack stat is so low. Spark doesn't do much to it. Yeah, Spark don't do much to it. But we'll get it to finish it off next turn here. And we'll get a little bit of recovery. Let's look at that. Ooh, that is nice. So we only took 5 HP of damage from this whole battle. Nice. So anyway, with that taken care of, there's a little Meowth back here, which is pretty cute. And then there's someone back here. Hey, you. Or Proton, the leader of this radio tower mission. He is so cool. Who are you? You're in the way? Alright, so we can battle this person. I mean, a lot of people probably skip this person because they don't realize that she's hiding out back there. But you can just go battle her. Get some nice experience. I'm not worried about the Intimidate, because I'm going to click Surf. Surf will do the job. Of course, this person right here, this trainer, she has 2 Ekans, but she also has an Oddish and a Gloom, which, you know, you don't often see these grunts carrying grass types. It seems like most of the Pokemon they have are like Raticates and Zubats and Grimers and Coughings. But it's pretty cool seeing the occasional Oddish and Gloom. And with that, I want to bring Zuko in here. Zuko hasn't got much battling in a long time, so I think it's time for our little Firebender to come in here and use Ember on the Oddish. Boom. Nice. And cook that onion. Caramelized. Alright, Ekans comes out. I'm just going to click Fire Blast, I think. Just because it is so... This is our first time missing Fire Blast. This whole time we've had Fire Blast on Zuko. This is our only time we've missed. That just gives you an idea of how good the accuracy actually is on Fire Blast. It's not as bad as you would think it is, being like one of those powerful, hard-hitting Fire-type moves. Alright, and then Gloom comes out. We just Ember that thing, and it should be fine. Or a Fire Blast, you know. Go ahead, Zuko. I'll let Zuko decide what to do. There we go. And with that, Zuko got some nice experience there. Team Rocket and Proton are all I need. Who cares about Pokemon? Alright, so there's a person over here that you can battle. He actually uses a Porygon. There's this person right here. Alright, so it's got download. Porygon's actually a pretty cool Pokemon, you know. Eventually, I've been actually thinking about doing another Pokemon challenge video. And I feel like the next one I want to do is going to be Porygon. Just because it's such an interesting Pokemon, you know. It's one of those Pokemon that in Gen 1, the only way you could get it was from the game corner. So most of the people I knew didn't even have one. Because that takes a lot of patience to get, you know. We'll put Seeker up front for this next upcoming battle because we're going to have to fight someone who has some coughings. So you go and walk around here. Talk to this person that looks like the director, but you're going to see the disguise get thrown off. Oh, it's you. I was pretending to be the director to influence the entire region to support Team Rocket. This time I won't hold back. I'll give it all I got. So yeah, This is Petrol, and he's going to use a team of Coughings. That's his favorite Pokemon, I guess. He's got one Wheezing, but mostly Coughings. There is an interesting thing in the beta of Pokemon Gold and Silver, where there was a imposter oak. I wonder if originally Petrol here was dressed up as Professor Oak, you know, using the influence that Oak has to try to get people to support Team Rocket. But I guess they decided to change it to the director instead of Professor Oak. Wheezing comes out. For that, for Wheezing, I'm going into Zuko. I've taken a smoke screen and I don't want to stay in and, you know, miss a surf. So I feel like I want to go Wheezing, and we're going to click Fire Blast. Oh, that's our second time we missed. Like, we have not missed very often, but those were 2 misses right there. Nice, nice. Alright, so Fire Blast actually did not take it out. And an Ember will finish the job. Alright, Coughing comes out. This thing gets hot. I'm going to turn it off for a little bit. Got a lamp here, like one of those generic desk lamps, but it gets hot. I think it's... I don't know why it gets so hot. I have a light bulb in there that's, you know, the correct wattage. I think it's just how it's made. Alright, I want to actually switch back into Seeker now that, you know, our accuracy is back to normal. And then we can use the Surf. And that sounds good to me. Alright, and another Surf. I really wish we could get Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt would be so amazing right now. I don't know if you guys notice this, but, you know, it is actually night here. Actually, you know, decided to record at night for the nighttime section in the game. It gives it a little bit more of a, you know, variety, where it's not just daytime all the time in my playthroughs. You got some nighttime playthrough action here. And there's a Sludge. And we have been pretty lucky in not getting poisoned. We have been pretty lucky in that. Poor Eclipse has been poisoned for a while, though. How many more Coughings do you have? Oh my gosh. This is your last Coughing, okay. I don't know why they gave Petrol so many Coughings. Got so many Coughings. And the thing is, the person that's above him, Proton, don't have this many Pokemon. He has a Golbat and a Weezing. Whereas Petrol has a Weezing and 5 Coughings. So in a showdown between the two, you know, Petrol would win. Petrol would actually win. He's got Sludge, too. Sludge is a pretty good move. Whereas Proton's Weezing has Sludge and Smog. The Smog takes the place of Tackle. A lot of these Coughings have Tackle, which is a terrible move. Alright, we got the basement key. This Petrol guy, he just hands us the basement key, you know? He didn't have to. I wouldn't have known there was more to this operation. He could have just been like, oh, you beat me, oh well. Good luck. You can't get into the top part. You can't get into, you know, anything else. But he hands us the key. Wonder if he's having second thoughts, you know? Maybe he's having second thoughts about kidnapping the director. He's like, that poor guy. I'm sitting here at his desk. I see a photo of his family, and I'm like, I can't believe we just kidnapped that guy. I'm going to give you the key to release him. Maybe that's what he's thinking. I don't know. Eclipse. Oh my gosh, Eclipse. You have survived that with 1 HP. Okay. You may return anytime. And I shall return, probably. More than likely I will. Alright, so now what you want to do is actually go into the underground again. This is basically the secret area of Goldenrod, I guess. The happening place. There's a little area over... Ooh, hey. There's one of those kimono girls. Rocket members in black suits have been running around. I was wondering what's going on. So you took on Team Rocket? You are impressive. You may be able to face the legendary Poke. Never mind. I must go now. So, in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they actually added some stuff that wasn't in the original Gold and Silver. Alright, now we're into the basement. And you can actually go south here. And here's some Team Rocket people. Go ahead and battle this person here. This person should have a Rattata, yes. Not much of a problem, really. Just Surf. It is faster than us, but, you know, Seeker's not a fast Pokemon, nor, you know, on its own. Not a fast Pokemon. We got a little bit of health back. And we're going to level up to level 29, which is nice. The Team Rocket Grunt, not too much of a problem. So now we are ready to take on... Silver returns. Silver's like, hold it. What I told you before was deceive you. I thought it would let me tell you. And it would lead me to Lance. But he never showed up, no matter. So he told you he was going to go fight Lance, when really he was just going to follow you in the hopes of finding Lance. He will repay his debt. So, time for this rival battle. And since we picked Cyndaquil, he's going to have a Feraligatr that's at level 32. If you picked Totodile, his Meganium's at 34. And if you picked Chikorita, his Quilava's at 34. So really, Feraligatr gives us a little bit of an easier fight because of 2 levels lower. He's going to lead off with a Golbat, though. So, Golbat's kind of annoying. It does Confuse Ray kind of stuff. Hopefully we can break through and Spark. We didn't. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Bite could flinch us. Parahaxing, I guess. Flinch Haxing. He also has Astonish and Air Cutter. Air Cutter's not that much of a problem. Alright, we finally break through Spark. It's not going to be much of a problem for us, is what I'm saying, because I've got Lantern here. I'm going to go ahead and use a potion. Just because we're kind of having some bad luck here with, you know, our confusion. So I'm going to just use a potion. And this super potion bring us back up to the 90s. And a bite. Come on, go back. We're going to go ahead and Spark once again. We should break out of confusion, actually. We should be breaking out of it. Not quite. Okay. Alright. We could take another bite. Alright, and we finally snapped out. Okay, good, finally. That's the thing about Golbat. It's kind of annoying to try to fight. Ooh, we didn't take it out. Alright, so Bite looks like it did 20 damage, 20 points of damage, so we should live. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and Surf. Seeker gets a lot of experience there. Next up is Feraligatr. This thing would be good against Feraligatr, but I've got to switch out. Feraligatr knows Water Gun, Ice Fang, Crunch, Thrash. If your rival has Meganium, it knows Reflect, Poison Powder Synthesis, Petal Dance. And if he's got a Quilava, Smokescreen, Swift, Quick Attack, Flame Will. I'm clicking Payback. The thing is, Feraligatr has the lower level of, you know, your possible rival Pokemon. But if you're facing him with a Quilava, that's pretty cool. I'm click Secret Power, actually. Taking these pretty well. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm going to click... I'm going to actually go into Rocky because, you know, it's locked into Thrash. And... kind of worry about Water Gun. But, you know, it's locked into Thrash. And it's going to be confused soon anyway. So, I'm hoping that we get some luck here. Luck of the Irish. Let's see here. Strength. Alright, please don't break through with a Water Gun. Thank you. Getting a little bit of hacks back onto this thing. The thing about Feraligatr is it actually got really good stats. It's got good bulk. It's got good attack. I'm actually going to heal up our Seeker and then go into that. Just because, you know, we're having a hard time here. And there's a Water Gun. Water Gun's not that terrible of a move to, you know, deal with, especially at this point. Water Guns at this point kind of isn't useful. It's kind of outstayed its welcome. Get yourself in confusion Feraligatr. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just click Spark here. And I'm hoping it hits itself again. Oh, it's going to break through. And I think that might actually knock Seeker out. Alright, let's go into Zephyr so we can throw a Shadow Ball. And we outspeed. The thing about Feraligatr is it's got good defense. It's actually got some goods. It's got okay special defense too. It's probably, even though it's level-wise lower, it's probably the worst stat-wise to face. But, you know, we were able to break through finally after all of that. Rocky is at level 32. Sorry, Seeker, you didn't get any experience from this. Next up is Sneasel. So Sneasel is kind of a problem too if you don't have anything to handle it. We'll go into... we'll let Zuko come in. This thing has Feint Attack, Quick Attack, Icy Wind, and Fury Swipes. It's at level 32 too, so... This, alongside his Feraligatr, is the highest level Pokemon we'll have to face. Unless you're facing a Quilava or the Meganium, which would be at level 34. But then his Sneasel would be at level 34. So I don't know how they came up with the leveling on this. I think, honestly, they assumed that if you're facing him, you know, with Quilava or Meganium, that your starter's already evolved. But they probably knew that... we'll stay in against the Magnemite. They probably knew that Quilava doesn't evolve till later, so they lowered all of his Pokemon's levels. So Magnemite here knows Thunder Wave, Spark, Supersonic, Sonic Boom. It's not much of a problem. It's worst thing you can do is confuse you. Sonic Boom only does 20 HP of damage each turn, and Spark's a physical move coming off a special attacker. Something it could do that is annoying if you're not prepared for it is it has the ability Magnet Pull. So if you're not careful, you could end up getting trapped in here and having to fight it. If you've got Steelix trapped in, you are at an advantage, but if you've got something like a Caesar or a Fortress, you're going to have a tougher time. We'll click Payback. We should take a Shadow Ball even at this low of health. And the Payback should finish this thing off. And with that, I think I want to heal up again. Why did I lose? I assembled the toughest Pokemon. Apparently not. Apparently not. Alright, Silver. I'm going to go heal up. Oh, Lyra, I'm still trying to save the world. Can't you wait? Anyway, we're going to end this episode here. I don't want the episodes to get too long, and this one's actually pretty decently length already. I knew this rocket section was probably going to take multiple episodes. So, if you like this, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next Pokemon video.